Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Can You Become Money? This is a gift call from my side. My first Christmas gift as a certified facilitator to all of you. So let's have a nice hi for everybody. So I'm so glad I have somebody from Hong Kong. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Surbi. Finally, we're on the call. Hi, Ritu. And okay, Purvi and Ramneek. So, how's everybody doing? How's the festive mood for Christmas? Ah, somebody's admin. So, guys, what's up? How are holidays for you? Are you already prepping up for Christmas? Yes. Okay, Purvi, you want to say something? Okay, cool. So, guys, what we're going to do in this call. So, I would like to gift you something from the money workbook. And we did the money workbook 6 month series few months back that we finished. And so much has opened up for me as a facilitator and as a being after reading the money workbook with my participants. So I was just like, what better gift than a money workbook for the Christmas? So, how many of you have done any of Access or the money workbook as well? Yes, Ritu. Awesome. Great. Surbi was a participant in my 6 month series. So I know about her. Who else? Okay, Purvi, you haven't done. So Purvi, have you done any of Access at all? Can you please unmute yourself and talk? And I'd like to have faces on this call as much as possible. So if you guys can unmute and share and show me who I'm talking to. Oh, none till date. Okay, Purvi, great. So, what are we talking about today? We're going to start with the money workbook. So, any of you who is not uh, accustomed to the clearing statement, so I'll just type down the link for the clearing statement. This is the Access Consciousness clearing statement. This is basically the magic wand that Gary Douglas, the founder of Access, has come up with. So you can just check out this link that I have just typed in on the chat, theclearingstatement.com. So you can go to this website, and this is the clearing statement. And I'll be using the words right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And since some of you might be new to this, you can just think about it in short, pod and pock. So what the clearing statement does is that through the clearing statement, we're bringing up some energies. Awesome, great. Hi, whoever admin is, great. They have a money workbook as well. Great. So, guys, any of you who have the money workbook, you can open yours, or I'll be reading through the chapters anyway. So, whatever works for you. Admin, whoever you are, can I have your name, please? And if you can unmute yourself and show me your face as well, that would be brilliant on the call. Okay.
Hi, this is Jangir.
Hi, Jahangir.
I am a BAS facilitator I operate from Mumbai and Pune.
Oh, brilliant, Jahangir. That's great. So, how many times have you done the money workbook? Hi,
I have gone
Chishma.
through it on my own about 4 times till now.
Brilliant. Awesome. Great. So, how about, okay, guys, randomly, I'm looking at two short chapters today. So, how about chapter 4 and chapter 7 for those who have done it? Ramnik, if you're saying something, I can't hear you. Okay, great. So, guys, let's start reading. If you guys have your money workbooks, you can take them out, or I'm reading through the chapters anyway. So, first of all, in this Christmas gift, everywhere you have any projections, any expectations, hi Ras, any expectations of what this Christmas gift is about and who am I and what you're expecting out of me, will you please destroy and uncreate that? Let it all go. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And for those who have not done the clearing statement or any of access, you can just say POD and POC for short. So what we're doing with the clearing statement is, with a question, we're bringing up the energy of what is required to be changed or the energy of any limitations. And while saying the clearing statement or POD and POC in short, what we're doing is clearing that energy from our space so that we have more space to actually create from and without any point of view, the space of creation. Okay, so let's start reading. I am doing the How to Become Money workbook. This is the book. So this is the How to Become Money workbook by Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness. And I'm doing chapter 4. So first of all, what I want you to guys do is just put your barriers down. Even if you don't know what I mean here, just put your barriers down. Barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down. And what if in these 90 minutes, we can change something with our money realities? No expectation of what it has to show up as, no expectation of what you're going to get out of it. What if we can do this for fun? Okay, so we're reading chapter 4. So the money workbook is actually about 13 questions that were channeled by Gary. And the channeling was done of a being called Rasputin, or Raz for short. So Raz was a mystic from Russia, as far as I can recall. And Raz was this mystic being that was channeled by Gary Douglas around 30 years back. And this money workbook came out of that, the whole channeling and what Raz spoke about money through Gary channeling him. So these were the 13 questions. And right now we're looking at 2 questions tonight. So chapter 4 is one of the chapters I'm doing. So I would like you to be present with these questions and write down the answers to these questions, and we'll talk about them individually. So chapter 4, the question is, hi, Kumar, you can download the How to Become Money workbook from Amazon.com. You can purchase the Kindle copy from there, or you can just listen to me tonight and buy a hard copy later. So you have the Kindle version available on Amazon.com or .co.in, whatever it is in your zone. And awesome, great, yes. So guys, you can just purchase the Kindle version from Amazon and download it, or you can buy the hard copy later. It is also available online, and it is also available with a lot of access consciousness facilitators all over. So you can choose whatever works for you. Okay, chapter 4. What does money feel like to you? So just take a moment, be present with this question. What does money feel like to you? You can close your eyes, take a few minutes, get a sense of what does money feel like to you. And if you like, you can write them down in the chat or somewhere with you. And we'll be taking up your answers, so you might want to keep those answers with you. So after reading the chapter, I'll be taking your answers. What does money feel like to you? Awesome. Lots of power. Okay, great. So guys, I'll be taking your answers in a bit. How about we start reading the chapter and then I'll take your answers, okay? Okay, so chapter 4, this is page 53 for those who have the hard copy. Okay, Rasputin says, okay, so the next question, who wishes to volunteer for the next question? A student says, I will. Rasputin, yes, what is the next question? Student, what does money feel like to you? Rasputin, what does it feel like? Yes, that is correct. Student, then that's different than the emotions that you feel about money? Rasputin, well, not necessarily. Student, I said, oh, great. Rasputin, so what does money feel like to you? Student, right now it feels very confused. Rasputin, it's like confused. Do you feel that money, that confusion is an emotion? Student says an emotion and a thought. Rasputin, it is a state of mind, the confusion. Yes. Student says yes. Rasputin. So remember when we spoke about that, which was the dizziness. So in one of the chapters earlier, Rasputin has talked about the dizziness that people sense in their mind when they think about money. So student says yes. So Rasputin says, what if you now open your crown chakra and allow this energy of dizziness to move out? Confusion around money or anything in your life, it's a created image of money. What assumption would you to have confusion? You would have to assume that you do not know. The assumption behind confusion would be, I do not know and I should know. Student, that is why I feel confused. Rasputin, that is right. I do not know. I should know. These are opposing points of view which create confusion, and they are only interesting points of view. So, guys, here, when Rasputin talks about interesting point of view is one of the tools that has been incorporated by Gary in Access Consciousness. It's one of the most basic, but the most important tools, I would say, in Access. Because what it does is it kind of, it kind of brings you into that space of allowance with everything. So I will talk about interesting point of view in a bit. So uh, these are opposing points of view which create confusion, and they are only interesting points of view. Feel that shift when you say that about each one of them. I should know. I don't know. Interesting point of view, I don't know. Interesting point of view, I should know. Interesting point of view, I don't know. Interesting point of view, I should know. Guys, do it for yourself right now. Interesting point of view that you don't know. Interesting point of view that you should know. Interesting point of view that you don't know about money. Interesting point of view that you should know about money. And sense what happens with your energy. How does the confusion feel like now? Student, well, except for the fact that Rasputin, of course. Student, for me, right now, it seems very unreal in the sense that the perspectives for me around money are money and energy, power and creativeness in their purity. That seems very clear when I'm not dealing with money, where I don't have to have some. Rasputin, what is the assumption from which you are functioning? Student, that there is some reality not understood. Rasputin, exactly so. Student, that is the real problem. Rasputin, that is not the problem. That is the assumption from which you function, which says to you automatically that it is different from the reality of you. Your assumption is that physical reality is not the same as spiritual reality, as the reality of who you truly are. That purity does not exist upon this plane, that you can never bring that purity unto this plane. Student says that's right. Rasputin, those are assumptions, those are false informations from which you have created your reality. Student, well, it's also confused by the fact that there seem to be other beings that have different money realities and that there isn't any confusion around money for other people, it seems. The people themselves, the viewpoints of other people, the people on my street, the people at the store. Rasputin, and what is it about that you're speaking of? That there are other money realities? That other people have different realities? Yes, there are some. Student, from a different point of view, and that Rasputin, is there anybody here who does not identify with what she has said? They all have the same point of view you do about money. Student, you feel they're all confused? Rasputin, yes, they all think that you cannot bring to reality that which is the spiritual world into the physical reality. And every man on the street has exactly the same point of view. And only those who do not buy that point of view, who do not assume that it is absolutely impossible, are able to create. And even they are only able to create in small ways their reality. If you focus your life upon making money and your sole goal in life is to be Donald Trump, Bill Gates, that does not matter. Same image, same person, different body, same person. Their life is about making money. Everything they do is about money. Why do they have to make so much money? Because, like you, they are sure they're going to run out of it next week. Student, it's not just a game for them. Rasp, no, it's not just a game for them. They are functioning from the point of view that there is not enough and they will never have enough, no matter what they do. It's just a different standard. That is all. So, everywhere you have a different standard from others of what is not enough when it comes to money. Will you now destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, online shorts, pros and beyonds. And for those who don't know, just say pod and poc. It does the same thing. Okay, student. So you're saying these people do not feel a certain freedom from their fortunes? Rasputin, you think Trump has freedom? Student, to some extent, I think so. Really? Rasputin, really? He's able to drive in a limousine. Does that give him freedom, or does that mean that he has to have bodyguards to save him from everybody around him who are trying to take money from him? Does it give him freedom to have 27 people who are trying to get money out of him every day? Student, it gives the illusion of freedom. Rasputin, no, it gives you the illusion that this is freedom. You only think it is freedom because you do not have it. He is no more free than you. He just has more money to spend on things that he does not need. You think it makes him a bigger spirit because he has more money? Student, no, surely not. Rasputin, does it make him a lesser spirit? Student says no. Rasputin, interesting point of view there you guys got. You were all thinking, you just didn't have the nerve to say it. Well, that makes him worse because he has more money. Student, yeah, you're right. Rasputin, yes, that is what you were thinking. You did not say it, but you thought it. Student, well, that makes some people control everything around them. Rasputin, really? Yes, he is controlling. He is controlling the sun, the moon, the stars. He has total control of those things. Student, but controlling people are not. Rasputin, controlling people. So that is a standard of greatness. Student, that's not my standard. No, 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 that is not my standard. We're talking about Gates and his acquisitions and Trump and his acquisitions to determine his control. Rasputin, is he being controlled? Truth. Student, no, Rasputin. Or is he controlled by his need for money? His life is totally boxed in by the necessity of creating more and more and more and more money because that is the only way that he feels adequate. Student, but I also think that the energy that he puts out to absorb, Rasputin, all right, you have another word that you are going to personally put into your vocabulary to eliminate. Student, what? Rasputin says, but. Student, but. Rasputin, but. Every time somebody tells you something, you get a but out. Student, this is true for Rasputin. It is true for many of you, for most of you, that when you are given a piece of information, you instantly start to create an opposite point of view because it does not align or agree with you. Because it does not align or agree, because it is resistance on your part to allow it to be, or because you are in reaction to it. After all, it's only an interesting point of view that this man is run by money. So, guys, everywhere you are resisting or reacting or aligning or agreeing to anybody's reality of money, will you now destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, online shorts, pores and beyonds, pod and poc, pod and poc, pod and poc. Okay. Student, that is what I wanted to say, but Rasputin, no, you have another point of view, as an interesting point of view. That is all it is. Student, yes, I'm learning that. Rasputin, it is of no value. Every time you create a consideration about money, you create a limitation upon yourself. Upon yourself. And every time you tell somebody else what your point of view is, you create a limitation upon them. Do you wish to create freedom? Then be freedom. Freedom is no consideration at all. What would the world look like if you manifested all of life with ease and joy and glory, with no consideration about limitation at all? If you had unlimited thought and unlimited ability and unlimited allowance, would there be gravity? Would there be homeless? Would there be war? Would there be devastation? Would there be blizzards? Students, so what's the difference? Wouldn't there be weather? Rasputin, if you had no consideration about blizzards, there would be weather. There would not have to be snowstorms. Listen to your television set when it comes close to the time when there is going to be snow coming to you. Yes, they manifest. They go talking about how great a storm it's going to be. The storm of 1996, the second storm of 1996, is going to be a great and glorious blizzard here. And it's going to be devastation, and you better get to the store and buy more right away. How many of you buy that point of view and start to create your life from it? Student, not the buying. I could spend the afternoon in the park. Rasputin, you bought the point of view. That is what we're talking about. You instantly decided that it was true. Do not listen to your television sets. Get rid of them. Or only watch those programs that are totally brainless. Watch Scooby Doo, watch cartoons, have more interesting points of view on them. When you listen to the news, you're going to get very depressed and you're going to have many ideas about what money is. All right, so where were we? Okay, so let us get back here. Consciousness that this is it? Is it? There's nothing to be said about anything. So, all the suffering and all the sorrow and all the illusion and all the separation and all of the confusion, well, what is that? What? Rasputin, creation. Student, yes, right. Rasputin, you have created. Student, so on this level, we create something that humans, which is a creation, and this ego self, which is a creation, considers that there's something called money and location, which is a creation, which means that if we are here on Wall Street, or we're doing the US history of 1996 of New York City, then we are agreeing that you and these other people coexist together. I don't understand this. Rasputin, why do you not understand? Student, everybody else is you and you are everybody else. So says that's something. I don't understand it. Rasputin, you are creating yourself as separate. You are creating yourself as different. You are creating yourself as debilitated. And you are creating yourself as anger. Student, I'm so frustrated. Rasputin, yes, but it's really anger underneath. Student, oh yes. Rasputin, because you feel powerless. That is the basic assumption from which you are functioning. And that is always the basic assumption of confusion. Every confusion is based on the idea that you have no power and you have no ability. Student, but I don't. Rasputin, you do. Student, I feel I don't. Rasputin, you create and then get into confusion about it and get into doubt about it and get into feeling powerless to do or to know how to control it. And then it began to fall away from you because you were creating confusion and you were creating doubt about yourself. Yes, that is where your life went. But none of it is the truth of you. You, as a being, have total power to create your life. And you can, and you will. And it will come together in more magnificent ways than you can even imagine. But here it is, guys. It will come from you having faith. And this is for all of you, faith in yourself, faith in knowing that you have created the reality that exists right now, and having the awareness that you are willing to change it, that you do not desire to be that any longer. That is all it takes, the willingness to allow it to be different. Student, so if life changes, does that mean that it's confused consciousness that creates more Bosnias and homeless people? Where does that consciousness go? Where do the dark entities that I may have created, or that some other portion of me that's been so separated from views that's on the television set, which I see, or the homeless person, where does that go if I say, well, it's not in my reality, I don't believe it, I don't choose that anymore? Rasputin, it's not a matter. You see, you are doing that from resistance. Student, right. Rasputin, right? For change to occur, you must function in allowance. Not resistance, not reaction, not alignment, not agreement. Student, I'm willing to allow it. I just want to understand where, Rasputin, you are functioning at resistance because you are trying to understand from something that does not really exist. That other people in their own free will and choice are also creating from something that does not exist. A continuation of acceptance, alignment, agreement, resistance, or reaction. Those are the functional elements of your world. You, in order to change it, in order to change your money reality, must function at allowance. And every time that you are in allowance, you change all of those around you. Every time somebody comes at you with a strong point of view, and you can say, interesting point of view, and be in allowance of it. You have shifted the consciousness of the world because you have not bought that point of view. You have not made it more solid. You have not gone into agreement with it. You have not resisted it. You have not reacted to it. You have not made it reality. You have allowed reality to shift and change. Only allowance creates change. You must allow yourself as much as you allow others. Otherwise, you have bought the store and you're paying for it with your credit cards. Student. So, does that become total pacificity for the world? Rasputin, absolutely not. Let us do this. All of you, think about this for a minute. But one student, you be the guinea pig here, okay? All right. So, guys, right now, you have 10 seconds left to live the rest of your life. What are you going to choose? 10 seconds to live the rest of your life. What are you going to choose? I'm counting. You can unmute yourselves and let me know what it is for you. Yes, Surbi says laughter. Who else?
Ease, joy, fun,
Awesome.
craziness.
Okay, great.
Yummy.
Yes.
Chesta.
Awesome. Yes, Jeshta. Cool. Who else?
Myself.
Yes. So everywhere you've decided you cannot have that. You cannot be that. You don't have access to that. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shores, boys and beyonds. So next 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to create your life from. What would you choose? What showed up for you?
Happiness.
Okay, great. Yes. Who else?
You can see it.
What?
She'll choose companion.
Brilliant. What else?
I'm choosing a Ferrari.
Brilliant. I like that. What else, you guys? You can type in or you can just unmute yourselves. Okay, great. So do this exercise every 10 seconds. Choose, 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 choose. Okay. Great. So if you begin to realize that you is all it takes to create your reality. So 10 seconds, less than that in truth. But for right now, this is the increment from which you must function. If you function from 10 seconds, would you choose joy or would you choose sadness? Student says, I have to take sadness. Rasputin, exactly so. You see, you have created your reality from the choice of sadness. And when you choose from the past or you choose from the expectation of the future, you have not made any choice at all. You have not lived and you are not living your life. You are existing as a monumental, monolithic limitation. Interesting point of view, hey? Student says yes. Rasputin. All right. So what is your next answer? Number 2 on your list of what? What was the question? We've forgotten. Student, what does money feel like to you? Rasputin, yes, what does money feel like to you? So student says, to me, the bottom line, I guess, on this plane is that money feels like fight in prison. Rasputin, yes, very interesting point of view, hey? Money feels like fight in prison. Well, that certainly describes everybody in this room. Is there anybody who does not see that as the reality of what they've created with money? Student, fight in prison? Rasputin, yes. Student, I don't. Rasputin, you don't see that? Rasputin, student, a little bit. I don't understand what that means actually. Rasputin, you're not fighting constantly to get money? Student, oh, all right. Rasputin, and you do not feel it is a prison that you do not have enough? Student, I give up. Rasputin, fine. Student, we all must be in a similar reality. Rasputin, you're all living the same reality. So, do we need to make even a comment about this? Student, yes, but what about the other student with his barter system? Rasputin, well, is that not a small prison of its own? Student, I don't know for sure. How do you feel about it, the other student? Student says, yes, the other one. Rasputin, yes, it is. You see, everybody has their own point of view about money. You are looking at the other student and seeing his reality as freedom, but he is looking at Donald Trump as freedom. Student, okay, you're saying, do we have to talk about it? Well, how does this kind of go with it? Rasputin, allowance. Interesting point of view here. That I feel imprisoned by money, that it feels like prison to me. So, guys, right now, say to yourself, interesting point of view, I feel imprisoned by money. Interesting point of view, it feels like a prison to me. Interesting point of view that money feels like prison. Does it feel like velvet to you? Does it feel like expansion to you? No, it feels like diminishment. Is that a reality? Or what you have chosen and how you have chosen to create your life? It is how you have chosen to create your life. It is no more a reality than the walls around you. But you have decided that they are solid and they keep the cold out. And so they work. And so also, do you make your limitations about money with the same sort of solidity? Begin to function in allowance. That is your ticket to get out of the trap that you have created. Yes, with this we come to the end of chapter 4. Great. So guys, let's have your answers. I'm so excited. You can just go one by one.
The first answer I got was pain.
Okay, Jahangir, right?
Yes.
So you said pain. What does money feel like to you? Pain. So, Jahangir, whose pain is this?
Not mine.
Yes. So, are you picking up somebody else's pain around money and around their money reality and trying to heal their pain?
I don't know about the healing part, but yes, I'm picking up.
Yes. So, truth, what kind of a money reality do you have?
Much better than what it was a year down the line, but
Mm-hmm.
not the way I would want it to be.
Exactly. So, by creating your money reality as it is currently, are you trying to validate and heal somebody else's money reality? Truth, yes or no? Just go
I'm
with
getting a
whatever is light.
no.
Okay.
I'm getting a no.
Okay. So, just say yes or no to yourself and see what
Yeah.
is the light answer. Say yes and then say no and see what's light for you.
Yes is light.
Exactly. So, can you acknowledge that you are picking it up and healing for somebody else?
Okay.
So, when it's not yours, when it's somebody else's, can you truly do something about that?
No.
Exactly. So, everywhere you're trying to pick it up for somebody else and trying to heal their money reality. Will you now let that job go?
Yes.
Everything that doesn't allow it, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, online shorts, boys and beyonds, pod and poc, pod and poc, pod and poc. So guys, right now I'm using the clearing statement. After this, I'll not be using the clearing statement. I'll just say pod and poc for short, especially for those who are new to Access. And I have put the link of the clearingstatement.com. So whoever would like to still know more, you can just go to that website. And just a second, guys, I'll just put it again for those who have joined now. Yes, so you can check it
Hello.
out. Yes, hi Ramneek.
Hi, how are you doing, Khushboo?
I'm doing great. How are you?
That was exciting gift that we got on Christmas. Thank you so much for the
You're welcome.
telecast.
Thank you for being
Yeah,
here.
thanks. For
Great.
me, money is like, it feels like shit.
Okay, Ramneek, can you just hold on for a second? Let me just check with Jahangir if there's something else for him.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Jahangir, do you have anything else showing up for you?
The first answer I got was pain. After that, I guess my head took over and I got joy and happiness.
Brilliant. So, truth, is this the reality of you? Joy and happiness.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you first acknowledge that this is your true reality with money? And what would it now take for you to have it and be it?
Wow. Yeah.
Everything that doesn't
Awesome.
allow it, destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, online shorts,
Yes.
boys and beyonds.
Pod and poc, pod and poc, pod and poc. Great. What else, Jahangir? What else is showing up for you? If you have 3 answers, we can do that.
No, that's it. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Okay, who else?
Yummy.
Yes, Ramneek.
For me, it was coming. First, it was like shit, and then it was a lie, and then it was like, what stupidity, and it was like, you can't handle money. It was coming like, I've been into that money question since last 2 days. It was like,
Mhm.
you can't handle money.
Okay. So, Chishta, Chishta, are you there? I would really require you to do something for me here. Every answer that everybody's putting in, if you can just type in on the chat for me.
Yes, done. I'll do
Awesome. Great. So, Ramneek says shit and lie. And what else, Ramneek?
Can't handle money.
Okay, great. So, truth, is that what money feels like to you? Feels like shit?
Maybe there are a lot of judgments that I have bought since childhood what money has been,
Yes.
and
So, truth,
and
what does money feel like to you, Ramneek?
more expansiveness for me. If I go about my knowing my awareness, it's like now feels like, oh, for me
Okay.
money is expand.
Okay, great. So, how about all that shit, lie, and can't handle money? Whose point of view was that?
Probably my parents, my
Hmm.
family's point of view, that a joint family. There were a lot of fights and things that were going behind the money, and a lot of hard work and a lot of shittiness that was going on.
Okay.
Maybe I
Can you acknowledge that it was your family's, not yours? Are you there, Ramneek? Okay. So, I'll just clear it for her. So, guys, everywhere you have bought the point of view that money feels like shit, that you can't handle money, that it's a lie. What if you first acknowledge that it's not yours? Is that truly your answer? And everywhere you're trying to heal somebody else's reality with money, of money, will you now destroy and uncreate that? Pod and pock, pod and pock, pod and pock, pod and pock, pod and pock. So everywhere, as beings who are conscious enough to create greater, everywhere you're choosing to have all of this lie in your reality so that you can help somebody else, will you let that go? Right from good, bad, pod, pock, online shorts, pause and beyond, pod and pock. Romney, do you have any other answers? Okay. One more thing, Ramneek, since money is expansive as the truth of you, what if you start acknowledging that first? That this is your reality with money, that money is expansive. Everywhere you have created anything else with money, would you like to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Talk. Awesome. Great. Yes.
Can I
Who's
say?
next? Yes, Surbi.
So,
Yes.
so very interestingly, Khushboo, for the first time, I would say, when you said, what is money? What does money feel like to you? It showed up interesting point of view.
Wow. I like that.
I know. I was like, wow, that's so amazing. And that
Yes.
felt so light and that felt so expansive. And, and then the next two were joy and laughter. So
Brilliant.
I was like, this was so amazing. And how does it get any better than this, I can say.
Awesome. So what if you
Yeah.
first acknowledge that money is an interesting point of view for you? What if you
Yes.
acknowledge that it is this joy and laughter? This
Wow.
energy of joy and laughter. So like in Access, Gary talks about this thing that money follows joy. My point of view
Yeah.
is that everything follows joy.
Yeah.
Everything
correct.
that can have fun, everything that can be fun follows joy. So it's not just the money. So ease
Yeah.
follows joy. Money follows joy. Creativity follows joy.
Yeah.
Awareness follows joy.
Follows joy. Yeah.
Everything that is
Yeah.
alive have that.
Yes.
Yes, let's just try
Yeah.
and create that. Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and
Yes.
pock, pot and pock.
Yeah. Yes. I'm just kind of loving it.
Awesome. And I'm so grateful
Yeah.
that you were there on the
Yeah.
calls, but I just hope you're listening to the
Yeah.
calls now.
Yes, I am. In fact,
Brilliant.
I've finished this book twice after that.
Awesome. I like it.
Yes. Thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you. Yes. Who else? Ramnika, I'm muting you since there's background noise. Yes, guys. Who else would like to go with their answers? What does money feel like to you? Who else? Who else? Who else? You can unmute yourselves or raise your hand.
For
or type.
me,
Yes. Who's
for
this?
me also, Khushboo,
Yeah.
it's expansiveness.
Okay. Great. So truth. Are you already becoming money?
Yes.
Everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge that you are becoming money, will you destroy and create that?
Yes, please.
Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes. Anything else,
Thank you so
Ritu?
much. No, thank you, dear.
Okay, great. Yes. Anybody else? Cheshta, how about your answers?
For me, it came difficult. What money feels like to you?
Okay.
So yeah, that was the first answer.
So
After that,
sense the energy of the word difficult. Sense the energy of the word difficult.
yeah.
So, what did you stop within you for you to make money difficult for you?
It just like
Yeah,
better.
right. Yeah. So, truth. What did you stop within you?
Okay, what did I stop?
What hitch was there? What hitch was there where you stopped yourself and didn't allow it to come out for you to create money as difficult for you?
I don't know.
But there was something?
Right.
Is there some energy to it?
Yeah, there's a lot of like.
Yeah. So everywhere, this is the roadblock beyond which you cannot go with money. Just get aware of this energy of this roadblock with money. Everything that is, will you now destroy and create that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all night shots, pause and beyond, spot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. What else?
Yeah, I think this was it. I wasn't able to go beyond this. So.
Okay. Awesome. So everywhere you have stopped yourself from being the infinite, expansive, unstoppable being that you truly are. And everywhere you have limited yourself from having that Brilliant. I love that. I love it when people yawn during my classes. I just love it because it's changing so much. Either
Yes.
coughing or sneezing or yawning. Like these are like the most welcome things in my classes.
Yes.
So, okay. So everywhere you're not willing to acknowledge this unstoppable being, the expansive being that has no roadblocks.
Yes.
Really let that go now, destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes.
Right on with that podcast, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you have created yourself as limited to this reality, rather than being present with this infinite energy of money and the infinite energy of you being the infinite being with money, as money. Would you like to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Yes, what else?
Yeah, I'm good. Let me go.
Awesome,
So,
great. Yes.
hi, my name is
Hi.
Soumya.
Hi.
Chanced upon this class because Cheshta was.
Brilliant. I love it.
So
Yes.
for me, I thought about, how does money feel like? I initially wrote down like a bird, like like the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I realized it was something which was away from me.
Yes.
It felt like I'm away from it. Whatever it was like a different reality from where I was.
So I have a question for you here. So Soumya, is this about the thing being away from you, the being, or this thing being away from you as in something that you would like to get hold of?
I think something that I would like to experience.
So when you say experience, is it experience or be that?
Yeah, I suppose the perception is currently of experience, but I get the difference between being and experience. Experience is something that comes and goes, but being is a different dimension.
Right. So would you like to be that, or would you like to attain that thing?
I think I'd like to be that.
Yes. So everywhere you are creating this distance between you, the infinite being, and this thing that you have created money as, or how it feels like, this bird. So truth, when you say bird, look at the energy of that. What is that?
Yeah.
You being the bird, and what will happen when you be that bird?
You kind of feel limitless, right?
Exactly. So everywhere you have already concluded that you have limitations. And that's why you're not being that bird, the limitless bird right now. Really let that go now. See? Destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere. I love that. So, what bird have you already decided you cannot be limitless?
Sorry?
Have you decided that you cannot be limitless?
No.
Truth.
Huh? Everywhere you've decided your.
Have you
Yes.
decided that you're not limitless? Yes or no?
I have decided I am not limitless.
Truth. Everything Dad brought up, will you let that go now? Destroy and uncreate it all. Right now, goodbye, pod, pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds, pod and pock, guys, pod and pock, pod and pock, pod and pock. So, what showed up? What changed for you? While we did this clearing, what changed for you?
That I think. Yeah.
That's okay. She can think, that's fine. She has a brain, we don't. Ours are already gone. She is allowed to think. We already have none now.
Right. I don't know. I just felt like some door opened kind of a thing.
Okay. Can you acknowledge this door opened?
Yeah.
Can you acknowledge this door opened by you changing something?
Yeah.
Can you acknowledge that this is just one door that opened right now? And the more you acknowledge it, more and more and more doors and windows and all sorts of spaces can open up now.
Yeah.
Everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge you for making this choice, will you let that go? Destroy and uncreate that. Pot and pot and pot, pot and pot, pot and pot, pot and pot, pot and pot. Yay, I love it. And people are like yawning. I love it. Even I yawn. Like whenever I'm clearing, usually I'm like yawning like crazy. So I just love it when people are yawning. So much is getting cleared, guys. Can you acknowledge everything that is getting cleared, even if you don't know it cognitively yet?
Yes.
Everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge what you're choosing to change, to clear. Will you let that go now? Destroy and uncreate all.
Yes.
Pot and
Yes.
pot, pot and pot, pot and pot, pot and pot, pot and pot. Yay, great. What else, Samya? What was your what were your other answers? One was bird.
The other was ocean.
Oh, okay. So when you say ocean, sense, what does the ocean feel like to you? Okay.
It feels like infinite.
Mm-hmm. So is
It feels
ocean
energizing.
okay? So are you being infinite and energizing? Being infinite and energizing, or is it only money that you find infinite and energizing?
I think I would like to be infinite and energizing.
Yes. So right now, everywhere you are not being that, would you like to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes,
Right on,
please.
good, bad, pot, pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you have decided that you are not infinite and energy, would you like to now destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. What if you acknowledge you as a being are infinite? You
I am.
are everywhere, yes. So when you acknowledge that, how much more can you create with that infiniteness?
Technically infiniteness.
Yes. So everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge that you are infinite. And as infinite, you are and have everything available to you. And you also have infinite of everything available to you, even money. Would you now like to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyond. So in Access, we talk about this thing of you being an infinite being, have these four elements: infinite perceiving, infinite knowing, infinite being, and infinite receiving. So as an infinite being, you even know everything infinitely, you perceive everything infinitely, and as an infinite being, you even receive infinitely.
Wow.
Everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge that about you. These are your capacities: infinite perceiving, infinite knowing, infinite being, infinite receiving. Everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge these capacities of you. Would you like to now let that go? Destroy and uncreate all.
Yes, please.
Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. What if you can receive money infinitely?
Oh my God.
What if you can receive joy infinitely?
Hmm.
What if you can receive ease infinitely?
Hmm.
What if you can receive the glory of your life and living infinitely? What if you can the receive this orgasm of life and living infinitely?
Yeah.
Everything that doesn't allow you to first perceive it, know it, be that, and receive it infinitely. Would you like to now destroy and create that?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Yes. Anything else, Soumya?
I'm good.
Okay, great. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Guys, come up quick. Then we'll move to the next chapter. So, who else? Anybody? Okay. So, since nobody is responding, I'll start with the next chapter. Actually, chapter 7. It's one of my favorite chapters to do. So, when you see,
Khushboo,
yes, Ramneek.
yeah, I just want to know, like, what is the relationship, like, what's the uh, relationship between relationships and money?
Mm-hmm.
What
Okay.
is it like? That's the thing that it's making me a little curious. That what relationship, what is the basic, uh, that you say, what's the essence between the money and the relationships?
So, here, what kind of relationships are you talking about?
Every relationship, like, what is like, what's the connecting point about money and relationship?
So, are you creating a connection point between money and relationship? Truth.
No, I am just in that quest of like, what's the connecting point, like what's similarities, or what is it about money and relationship that are together? Because I see in my life both get devastated at that time. So for me, that is what I was trying to find it up, what money is for me and what relationship is.
So, sense what it is for you right now. What is money for you? And get this element of relationship. What is that? What's the answer when I ask what does money feel like to you?
See, for me, relationship is always contributing and creativity that bring
Okay.
a lot of
Right.
creativity.
Okay.
Money is something, it is more additional fun to it.
Okay. So everywhere you're creating
What
money as, yeah. Can you say that
I
again, please?
this is what I perceive. Like, relationship is all about contribution and creation, and money is like about having more fun with that and bringing more fun to the life.
Can you include money in relationship?
Yeah,
So
or
when
not?
you include, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can. It is a part of it.
So okay, when you say money here, what is money
Hmm.
for you? When you're including it in a relationship, are you looking at money as currency or investments or properties or all different physical forms of money? Or
Yeah,
are you looking at the energy of money?
I'm looking as a energy of money, and there is a point of view also. Like,
Mm.
if you involve some money into a relationship, you tend to lose relationships.
Oh, okay. So everywhere you are using money
Mm,
to get out of relationships,
mm,
would you like to destroy and create that first?
yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, online shorts, pros and beyonds. Have you decided that having money as an element in a relationship is something that messes it up?
Yeah.
Would you like to now let that go?
Yes.
Pod and POC, pod and POC, pod and POC, pod and POC, pod and POC. What if money can be a contribution to the relationship rather than something that destroys it?
Yeah.
In every lifetime that you had chosen money as the end of relationship,
Mm,
would you like to now get aware of all those lifetimes right now?
yes.
Get aware of all the energies in those lifetimes that you chose it.
Yes.
Yes. Everywhere you decided that money screws up relationships.
Yeah.
Yes. So get aware of that energy and now be present with that energy. And what if you now destroy and create that from your space? Pod and
Yeah.
pock, pod and pock, pod and pock, pod and pock, pod and pock. So, how's it now?
But in my case, it's better. But in
Mhm.
my case, I tend to lose money over my relationship. I would rather take that kind of a setback of
Mm-hmm.
losing money
Mm-hmm.
rather than losing a relationship. But at the end, it gets
Okay.
messed up
Okay.
because
So,
it makes me unhappy also. By losing money, I become like, I become sad at that time
okay,
that
I
I
have a
had to.
question. Wait, I have a question. So, how much do you love losing yourself
Hmm,
in the name of money and in the name of relationships?
yeah,
Everywhere you're using money and relationships as your points for you to lose yourself.
yeah,
Would you like to now just try and uncreate that?
yeah, yes,
Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. So all the lifetimes, including this one, all across all time, spaces,
yeah,
dimensions, realities, beings, bodies, choices, that you chose this, that I will lose myself through money or through relationships or through money and relationships. Would you like to now first get aware of all those lifetimes and be present of all those decisions, all those energies?
yes,
Now, if it's not working for you, would you like to destroy and uncreate those energies?
yeah,
Pot and pock, 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 pot and pock. Now sense your space.
yes. There is a lot of space now.
Yes. What if you didn't have to lose? What if you didn't have to abuse you, the infinite being, by creating financial abuse or emotional and psychological abuse in the name of relationships?
Yes,
Everything that brings up, we'll just try and uncreate that.
yeah.
Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. Anything else, Ramrik?
That's that's all. Thank you so much. Thank you. That
You're
was really
welcome. Awesome.
yes.
Great. Guys. So, anybody else have questions? Shall we start the next chapter? And I love this chapter because I do it in a very different way. Blowing my own horn, trumpet, whatever. So, okay, chapter 7. So, the question is, and you can write down your answers, when you see money coming toward you, from which direction do you feel it coming? So, Rasputin, what's the next question? Student, what direction do you see money coming from? So, you can just take a moment and write down your answers. So, I'll continue reading. So, student says good. A student says in front, from front. So, Rasputin, front, it's always in the future, eh? You're going to have it sometime in the future. You're going to be very rich. Well, we all know that. Student, but sometimes I see it coming out of nowhere. Rasputin, out of nowhere is a better place, but nowhere. Where is nowhere? Out of anywhere is a better place to have it coming from. Student, how about everywhere but up? Rasputin, well, why are you limiting it? Student, I know, I never thought of that. Rasputin, never thought it was okay for rain to come as. Student, no, rain I saw, but I didn't think it was coming up from the ground. Your own money tree. Rasputin, yes, let money grow everywhere for you. Money can come from anywhere. Money is always there. Now, guys, right now, take a moment. Feel the energy in your room. You're starting to create as money. Do you sense the difference in your energies?
Yes.
Awesome. Great. So, class says yes. Rasputin, so where do you see it coming from? One student says, my husband. Class laughs. Rasputin, my husband. Others, where else? Another student says, career. Rasputin, career, hard work. What points of view are you talking about here? Are you looking for it from some other person? Where is that person located? In front of you? Beside you? Behind you? Student says, behind me. Rasputin, if it's your ex-husband. Student, it is. Rasputin, so you are looking at it from the past, from him to get your life. Is that where you create your life from the past? Student, no, but I think, Rasputin, yes, all right, you're lying. So, first of all, take all the places in this room, everywhere you are right now, guys. Take Get aware of all the energies in your room and draw energy from this room. Just pull energy from this room. Everything in this room. All the other bodies in this room. It could be human bodies or your pets. It could be the mosquito in your room. It could be the spider in your room. It could be the furniture in your room. It could be your fan. It could be your AC. It could be your television. So, pull energy from everything in this room. Just say pull. It's not rocket science. Just say pull. Pull energy. Just say pull and intend that you're pulling energy. Pull energy from everything in this room and in through the front of you, through every pore of your body and your being. Pull it in through every pore of your body and being. And now, pull it in from the back of you. Pull this energy from the back of you through every pore of your body and being. Now pull it in from the sides of you through every pore of your body and being. And now pull it in from the bottom of you through every pore of your body and being. And now pull it in from the top of you through every pore of your body and being. And be present with this. Keep pulling from all directions through every pore of your body and being. And be present with this energy flow that you're doing. And now you have energy coming in from everywhere. And money is but another form of energy. And now turn it into money. Turn this energy into money. Coming in through every pore of your body and being from every direction. And now sense what happens. What happened to your energy the moment we turned it into money? Would you like to share it? What happened when you turned it into money? What happened when you turned this energy into money?
So, hi, it's Surbhi again.
Yes.
For me, it kind of my vagina kind of opened up.
Okay. Surbhi, this girl's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right.
Okay, fine.
Go ahead.
Just making sure
Oh.
that it's okay with you.
Yeah, but my vagina truly opened up. I'm giving
Great.
you the answer.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In
So-
fact, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Okay. So since she said that, so what if you can even start pulling from your genitals? Guys, everybody. Energetically, thanks Ruby for that, because it's gonna open up even more for everybody else. So what if
Fine.
you pull energy from all across everything in this room through your genitals as well, specifically your genitals this time, and now turn this energy into money. Your genitals, your sacral chakra, is the chakra for creativity and creation. Yes, Rami, can you please mute yourself? Okay. So, wow. Rami, please, yes, please keep yourself muted. Thank you. So, get aware of this. Your sacral chakra, your genitals, your reproductive organs are the energy of creation. So, everything that doesn't allow you to create the energy of money as your being and embody it in your body, all of your cells, all of the processes taking place in your body, everything that isn't allowed, will you just try and uncreate that? Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. Now sense what's happening with your body. Willing to receive more through and with your body? Okay, great. So guys, when you turn this energy of just energy into money, what else showed up for you?
So for the first time, Khushboo,
Yeah.
I sensed the receiving from my nostrils,
Mm-hmm.
even from my ears. I mean, all the open part of me. So like I said, first I said my genitals, my vagina,
Yeah.
and now I'm talking about my nostrils and now my ear.
Mm-hmm.
So as if everything just opened up. You I don't know how I'm explaining it to you
That's right.
correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like an opening of something that was already open and I didn't realize it.
Yeah. So can you acknowledge the gift of creation and gifting and receiving that your body is?
Oh, yeah.
Everything that doesn't allow it, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Pot and pock, 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 right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, comment, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What if, when it comes to money, what if you totally always include your body in receiving money as well?
Yeah.
Everywhere you have made a separation that only the being will receive the money and not the body, or that only the body will receive at the exclusion of the being, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Pot and pock, 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 pot and pock. So what I say when it comes to receiving is that you don't receive that it's not the body only that receives money. The being also receives money. As an infinite
Correct.
being, since money is energy, since you as an infinite being are also energy, so why would you choose to not receive the energy of money? And why would only your body receive the energy of money? So my point of view around that is that the energy of money is not only for the body. As an infinite being, the infinite being also receives money, the energy of money, not just the body. So everything that brings up, will you just try and uncreate that?
Yes.
Pot and pock, 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 pot and pock. Everywhere you separated your body from your being. Everywhere you separated your infinite being from your body. When it came to receiving the energy of money, will you destroy and uncreate that separation? Everything that doesn't allow it, destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds, pot and pock. Yes. Okay, great. So I'll continue further. So when you turn it into money, and notice how you made it more solid, most of you, the moment you turned the energy of money into money, the energy in the room into money. So now, this solidity around money that you sensed, any of you, just make it light. Turn it into the lightness of it again. Make it energy again that you are receiving. So everywhere you made this energy into heaviness, the moment you turned it into money, just turn it into lightness again. Be present with this lightness as the energy of money, as the energy that you're receiving, and now turn this energy into money again. Now turn it back into the lightness of just the energy, and now turn it into money again. Now turn it again into the lightness of energy. Now turn it into money again. So is it easier or is it more difficult when you turn it into money again? Yes, Shrutu, you're saying something?
Easier now.
Great, brilliant. So what if it's that easy to have the energy of money? Everywhere you have created a solidity around the energy of money. Will you now destroy and create that? Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. Good, that is better. That is how you become money. You flow it in through every pore of your body and being. Do not see it coming from other people. You do not see it coming from other space. You do not see it coming from work. You allow it to flow in. And now, stop the flow from every part of your body and being. And now we wish you to flow energy out of the front of you, the energy and your being, as much as you can. Flow out energy from the front of you, your body and your being. Flow it out, flow it out, flow it out, flow it out, flow it out. Now, sense, is your energy diminishing? Yeah. So, no, it's not. Feel at the back of you, energy is coming in as you flow it out the front of you. There's no end to energy. It continues to flow, as does money. Now, pull energy into every pore of your body and being from every place. Just say pull. Pulling energy into every pore of your body and being. Now, notice that as you're pulling it from everywhere, it is also going out from everywhere. It is not stagnant. Now, turn this energy into money. And then you will see money flowing around everywhere around you. It goes in, it goes out, and around and through. Goes in, goes out, around and through. It continues to move. It is energy like you. It is you. You are it. All right, now stop the flowing. Now, flow money. Hundreds of dollars of money to anybody else in the room in front of you. Flow it out, massive amounts of money. And see them gaining massive amounts of money. Keep flowing this energy out. Notice you're still pulling energy in the back. And if you allow, as much energy will come in the back as you flow out the front, and you are still doing it as money. Does this give you an idea? When you think that you do not have enough money to pay a bill or it is a hardship to flow out the money, it is because you have closed down the backside of you and you are not willing to receive it. Money flows in as it flows out. When you block it by a point of view that there will not be enough tomorrow, you create a disability in yourself. And you have no disability but the ones you personally create. Yes, guys, that's the end of this chapter. Let's have your answers. Do you have any other questions regarding this? Where do you see money coming from? Which direction?
My first answer was up.
Mm-hmm. So,
And
yes. So
yeah,
does only the spirit and does only God provide you money?
yeah, I become present to that type of.
Yes. So everywhere you have excluded all the other energies that can contribute and give you money. Will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes,
Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. What else?
that's it, I guess,
Okay,
for
great.
me.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jahangir.
thanks.
Yes. Who else? Yes, Ritu.
I'm speechless at the moment.
Okay. Did you have any answers earlier?
uh, I mean, it's just like it's just coming and it's just flowing. It's just to flow
Brilliant.
right
So
now.
did you already change it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. Great. Who else?
Khushboo?
Yes, Ras.
Yeah, whenever you said like turn the energy into money,
Mm-hmm.
so you meant cash?
So is money only cash for you?
No, it's money is like I'm into that zone that when it's like energy only, and I was just pulling in the energy. Matlab money, when you said you pull the money inside you and flow it out, so it was same thing for me. It
Okay.
wasn't like, yeah. So whenever I was doing that exercise, it was like I'm pulling the energy and then I'm just flowing out the energy.
Okay. What's your
So
exact question here?
like, yeah, when you said that now flow it out,
Hmm.
flow the money,
Right.
flow the money, okay.
Hmm.
First you said that pull in the energy and then flow out the money.
Right.
When you said flow out the money,
Hmm.
I again saw that, I'm flowing out the energy only.
Yeah, so it's
But
the energy.
every
We're
time,
talking about energy only.
okay,
So
it
all
was
the,
not about cash.
yeah, here we're
Okay.
talking about money, but when we ask you to change it into money, you have to see, does it become heavy or dense or anything? Because if it's dense or heavy, that is actually showing up as a density because of any points of view or considerations or limitations you have about money. That's the only difference there.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. Yes. Anybody else, guys?
For me,
Yes.
the money was flowing only from certain parts of the body, not all parts of the body. Like
Okay.
some
So,
parts.
okay. So the parts of the body that it was not flowing from, have you already cut off those parts of you from your being? Yes. So
Yeah.
everywhere you have already excluded and fragmented your body when it comes to receiving money and gifting money, the energy of money. Will you now destroy and create that?
Yes.
Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. How much abuse are you doing to your body by excluding and fragmenting parts of it
Mm.
from
Yeah.
even the body?
A lot.
Everything that brings up, will you destroy and create that?
Yes.
Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock. What else is showing up?
Mm. There was some sort of weird pain released from my liver.
Okay, brilliant.
Uh, I guess, yeah, like I feel like I can stretch more. Oh,
Brilliant. So, can you now assimilate the parts of your body that you had fragmented earlier? Can you bring them together and can you just become as a body, all of you? Can you own up? Bring them together and can you own up to all of your body parts? And not see them as fragments, but as your body as the whole. Everything that doesn't allow you to destroy and create that.
yes.
Foreign
My
pock, foreign pock, foreign
side
pock.
of my brain wasn't.
See, we don't have brains already, so that's another thing. Brain is not part of the body anymore. Everything that brought up, we'll destroy and create that. Foreign pock.
Yes.
Thank you, Avantika. Okay, what else? Any other answers, guys? When we're finishing up, people are joining in. Brilliant. Everybody's on Indian Standard Time. I love it. Yes. Anything else, guys? Okay, so let me talk about this. I have something very interesting coming up. So, if you like this call, you can share this call and see whoever would benefit from this. So, we are doing a few classes that Cheshta has just posted in the chat, and we'll send you the links as well. So, in January first week, I'm doing a How to Become Money Workbook class that's going to be live and online. I'll be at Bangalore for this class, and I'm doing it from the 3rd of January to 7th of January, live and online. So you can register for this, and this is priced at 15,000 Indian currency or 250 US dollars. And Yes, Cheshta, if you can just post the links for the registration for these. And then we're also doing a 3-month series of the How to Become Money workbook. That is going to be January first week, February first week, and March first week of 2020. So the series is priced at 40,000 Indian currency or 600 US dollars. So if you'd like to choose one time or if you'd like to choose for the series, you can register accordingly. Then eradicating abuse from your life. This telecall just showed up this morning while I was talking to Cheshta. So I'm doing this telecall, which is going to be online on the 27th of December, 2019. So you can register for this. And Cheshta, if you can just post the links for that. Okay, you've already done it. Great. So this is eradicating abuse from your life. Telecall with me, and it's priced at 3,500 Indian currency, or you can register with 50 US dollars. And in Bangalore, I have some classes coming up along with the money workbook. That is the bars that I'm doing on the 3rd of January in Bangalore, and the foundation from the 4th to the 7th of January. So Cheshta, if you can just send in your contact number and the contact numbers
I'll
of
put
the others.
Anandita.
Yes, if you can just put
Exactly.
those as well. So guys, these are the links. So if you'd like to register for these calls, the Eradicating Abuse from Your Life is happening on the 27th of December. This is going to be a one-time telecall, so you can register through the payment link. That's this is 3,500 or 50 USD. And if you'd like to join us for the money workbook, one we're having in January, the other is a 3-month series, January, February, and March. And if you know anybody who would like to join us for the bars and foundation classes in January in Bangalore, let them know about this. So thank you so much, guys. And please share this with others, whoever would like to change something in their realities with money, with ease, with abuse. Thank you so much. I'll take your leave. Bye.
Yeah, guys, I really want to tell you that
Yes.
the abuse
Okay.
call, do get on it. Eradicating abuse from your life. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Morning,
we just came up with that call like this in the morning. We're like, oh my God, what's going on?
like if you want to work with your body and clearing abuse with any area of your life, this is a fabulous call to join. And literally, we can cut down abuse from your body energetically with entities, with respect to anything, relationship, all areas.
We'll be actually covering a lot of areas. It could be financial abuse, about sexual abuse, about abuse in bodies, sexual abuse. Then we're talking about psychological and emotional abuse, the self-abuse that we do,
Yes.
addictions as well. So guys, if you know anybody who can benefit from these, or if you can benefit from these, you can just register and join us on the call. Anything else, Cheshta?
That's
That's
it.
Okay. Great. So thank you guys. And you can register either with Cheshta or with Anandita or Vijay or Asha from the Bangalore group for the classes.
Yes, I'm just.
And or you can ping us on Facebook.
Yes, the links are there. Everything is there on all the events and posts. All our contact details are there. You can all join in.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, guys. I'll
Thank
take your
you.
leave. Bye.
Thank
Good
you so
night.
much.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Khushboo.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Yes, bye.